Well, hi everybody. I hope everybody out there's feeling great. Aren't we all? We need to practice smiling and chanting and taking a deep breath. Speaking of chanting, I didn't plan on doing this, but I think I'm going to bring in some energy. I've got a reading to do in just a little over an hour, so I don't have much time for this. I'm only going to read on two things. I'm going to read on Trump and on Biden. I've been afraid almost to do this with everything going on. And then I got to tell you about my dream before I even read on either one of them. I dreamed that this is last night. I want to bring in a little bit of energy right now, and I can always cut this out if it's too bad. Anyway, I may cut that out there, but boy do I feel more ready to do this. So, like I said before, it's quite a shit show out there. If that was any other president in the world out there hollering about that he's going to steal the election, the Pentagon or somebody would have just come in and put a butterfly net. Got that backwards. My son always used to say dust cropter instead of crop duster about airplanes. But anyway, just take a butterfly net and throw it right over their heads and haul him off to the funny farm. But it's not funny, is it? So this is why the Republicans have not been jumping the ship. This has been in the makes for a long time. Now, I don't know if they thought he was going to be throwing it out there this far before the election, the ones that are behind him and backing him up on this. Or if he's doing it just because everything he's done, he's got just to march right through and do it. Nobody stops him, so he wants everybody to know his plan at once so they'll know what he's working on and won't go against him. Who knows? But anyway, I've got to tell you about my dream from last night. It's a short one. For some reason, I was in the emergency room. I wasn't hurt really bad because I could even walk around. You know how dreams are. But I was waiting in there, and the door opened up in this small room, about 9 by 9. I was the only one in there. And in walked Biden's family, like his wife and some other woman. I don't remember who it was. And they were talking, and they says, yeah, he just blew a vessel. So I'm kind of watching him, and I thought, is that who I think it is? And pretty soon I realized, yeah, and that he's even in the room. And then I get carried into a room across the hall right away. They take me out of there and right across the hall and open up the door, and it's this. Meanwhile, they put this hospital gown on me right before I walk out the door. And I walk over to that other room, and it's like a big shower room, like in a gym or something. There's about 4 or 5 showers in there, you know. And so the door shuts, and I look down, and there's like fecal matter on the floor. Even on the front, like the room I just walked out of, it's like it's on the front of this gown they put on me, but it's not coming from inside, which is good. It wasn't me. But I looked down and I thought, oh my God, where'd that come from? So I go over and turn the shower on and go to my regular let's clean up mode, which I've probably been in many lifetimes. I've always been the worker bee, the one that waits on the other people. So I went and started cleaning that up, and it seemed like the more I cleaned it up, the more I found. And then I looked back across the room and it was full of shit too. So so I don't know what that was about. I did think it might have been something about Joe Biden's health. Usually when I have these kind of dreams, I take third party and I'm really paying attention, but actually my phone rang right at the end of that dream, and I wasn't third party. I was actually, I'm glad it did, because it woke me up where I could remember it. But anyway, I'm not sure what it means. Doesn't sound really good, but anyway, I'm going to do a reading on Biden, and then I'm going to do one on Trump. And I'm going to do Biden first. And I just want to thank y'all for being here. And this is going to, like I said, going to be a quick one because I got another personal reading to do tonight. And I'm just going to do this real quick. Maybe I can get it put up tonight. But I'm just going to read on one and then the other. And by the way, I love you all. My name's Lynn. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get up to 5,000. I've been doing this so long, you'd think I'd have at least that many, but I did take a little 2-month break when I broke my leg. But anyway, I'd really appreciate it, and a subscribe or a thumbs up. And I just want to thank you all for watching, and thank you all for your generosity on your donations, and thank everybody that I've been giving readings to all week. That's been going really good, and I just want to count my blessings, and I'm really blessed. So so let's get started on this. So this first one is Joe Biden. Let's cross our fingers. Oh, that's good. Shows him being a winner. Shows him coming in, literally winning. That doesn't mean whatever. We don't trust Trump. We got the people here walking away from the bully. So maybe it will be just a real massive amount of blue votes even on the first night. You know, the news media keeps trying to scare everybody to death about all this red votes the first night, blah blah blah. Personally, if this nation isn't disgusted enough with Trump by now, for almost, I don't know, 9/10 of them to vote against that MF, I'm not sure we deserved not to turn into a fascist country where they think they're shooting black people in the streets now. It'd be women in the streets by 2 years from now. They don't obey the men. People don't understand what they're getting into here. But anyway, let's not go there. This is good. Looks like we got Biden winning here. The bully walking away. Partnership. I really feel like this is Kamala Harris and Biden. Come on, let's be good. Oh, that's great. Great. We got justice is the influence over this reading from the past. We wanted justice, and it looks like justice maybe came through. I shouldn't say maybe came through. According to these cards, justice comes through. You have to forgive me for being a little paranoid. Probably we all are. Okay, and then up in the sky, the present over this reading, we got the Eight of Pentacles, which is the planning card. So hopefully the Democrats are putting more lawyers out there. Hopefully they've got the FBI or maybe people ready to go that might need some force. But anyway, it shows in the present they're planning for this. They're planning for problems. They're planning for trouble. And let's hope that the Democrats plan good for a change, because they're not very good planners. Put Hillary Clinton in there with a bunch of whatever, things that wouldn't really help poor people that much, and then turned around and put Biden in there with the same attitude. So let's hope that at least they plan to get him, if he wins this election, to push it through. Oh yeah, I like this. Then we got the immediate future. We got the Ace of Cups, which is a yes. So it looks like Biden is definitely winning this election. Justice is coming through and he's got the cups. That's good. What's going on inside of him? The hero plant, the law, truth coming forward. I feel like this might be, if they do take this to court, that it works in favor of Biden. Hadn't even thought about that till after I looked at it a minute. Yeah, we got the hero plant. That's what's going on with him. So he does have the law behind him. Let's cross our fingers. These cards are pretty good so far. Better than I've been throwing them for 3 or 4 days. Believe me, these are the best ones that came out. Not necessarily on just him, but on everybody. Okay, let's see what the environment and the people around that is. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is the Ten of Cups. It's like the whole country being very happy. I know sometimes they used to say this is a Republican card, but after this election, this will never be the Republican card again. This is the whole country, the multitudes of people being happy that we're out from under this tyrant. Come on, cards, be good to me. And then we got the hopes and fears. We got the Nine of Pentacles with a bird of paradise. So it looks like another wish coming through, right next to the victory card in the hero plant. Going across. So that's good. That's really good. So I have a feeling that this means, even with the justice above it, the hero plant over here, Biden in the middle, and the Nine of Pentacles here with the bird of paradise, I feel like that's a sign that I'm still saying maybe, but that they don't get away with still in this election like they planned. And now let's look at the outcome. I'm really afraid to turn it over. We got the walking away card. So since I'm reading on Biden, I'm not going to say that's Trump walking away. It's right next to the deal card down here. And the people being happy. So what I feel that this means coming up in this part of this reading is that Biden does win the election, but he makes a deal with Kamala, because I don't see any sickness cards right in here, but I don't think he's well enough to carry on very far. I don't think it's very long till he walks away from it. I think that maybe he's pretty weak. Anyway, but this is where the health card is, and this is also, like if I'm reading personal, and so this is him and Kamala making a deal. So that's another thing. I feel like he's making a deal with her to take over if she has to. So anyway, that's what I feel is going on with these cards. And that's really good. That's really good, because it's, according to everything that's going on, that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And so next, I'm going to read on, as much as I hate to, I'm going to read on Donald Trump. Donald Trump. And oh boy, do I hate to read on Donald Trump. I'd rather read on almost anybody than that. Squatter in the White House. One of my subscribers keeps called him that enough till I picked it up, and that's about the best thing I can call him without making my mouth dirty every time I talk about him. So let's see what's going on with the squatter in the White House. What's going on with that squatter in the White House? What's happening to him? What's happening to him? You know, the last 2 or 3 times I've read on him, I don't really go back and look at my own videos, but it seemed like he was sick. But he looks healthier every freaking day. He just gets healthier and healthier out there. So we'll just have to see what's going on here. We'll just have to see. Come on, God. Please, good news. Well, let's see what came out first. We got the hero plant. So he thinks he's a freaking king right now. He does. He thinks there's none any higher than him right now. That's what's going on with him right now. That's his signifier card. This is the influence and obstacles, and I'm not sure. We got the Page of Cups here. Somebody's making him an offer. Maybe through the back door or something. Maybe somebody's trying to tell him you're not going to get away with this, no matter how hard you think you are, and maybe we won't prosecute you if you don't try this bullshit. I don't know what's going on here, but that's some kind of offer. He's getting some kind of offer. And maybe it's just more offers of help from all those freaking Republicans. But anyway, he's getting an offer. I'm not even going to look at this one until I open. Well, we got the Knight of Cups. And that's the foundation. I think that's even in spite of Joe Biden not being in the best of health, him coming into power. It's definitely not Donald Trump, it's the Cups. So I think that's his journey into power. Just cross our fingers and hope he stays healthy enough to get into power. Well, we like this. This is Donald Trump's not sleeping at night. He's laying awake worrying about probably ways to steal this election, how he's going to get away with it. His stomach's upset. He can't sleep good because his stomach's bothering him too. His intestines, his stomach, something's bothering him. Wow. You know, the last time I read on him, these two cards came up together. These aren't good cards to come up together. These aren't at all. This Death card right on top of his head and right next to the Four of Swords and the Death card, they are not good cards. So I wonder if, well, I'm reading on Donald Trump. Maybe this is the death of his presidency. Maybe it's something else. Since that's what he's probably laying awake at night worrying about, it could be just the death of his pregnancy. We got the Queen of Cups really next to him. And that's definitely not Melania. That's always in almost everybody's reading. That's Ivanka. So is she going to get sick? Or is she going to be devastated because he dies? What's she doing in there right across from those top cards? We're reading on him. But she's there. She's totally in the near future devastated. So this shows in the near future. So if he is going to get sick or something's going to happen, It looks like it's going to happen quickly because she's in this near future card. Come on, come on. The Knight of Coins. I should put my glasses on. It looks like this is in the 7th house. That's what's going on inside of him right now, since I'm reading on Donald Trump. So that's like the mercenary, how to steal the election, doing something illegal. So that's what's going on with him right now. Every illegal, underhanded thing he can frickin' come up with to take this election is what's actually going on in his head at this present time. And I wonder if that light's too bright for you to see that. Probably just about right. And, well, let's see what else. I'm afraid to. The environment around him at this time, there is a lot of bickering and a lot of fighting. And this is Donald Trump's card, so this is right up around him. This isn't the rest of the nation. We're all bickering and fighting, but this is even in his own camp. He's even got some people around him fighting with each other. Some saying, yeah, you can push this through and steal this election. And other people saying, no, you're not going to be able to steal this election. So that's what's going on right now. Now let's see what his hopes and fears are. Well, we got the women celebrating. So I would say his hopes and fears are he loses this election, because that's the only way a bunch of women are going to be out in the streets celebrating. So he's worried about losing that election. That's what he's worried about. And now afraid to draw the outcome. Let's see what the 10th card has to say. Oh, shit. Oh, my God, we got the Death card. Well, we got the 10 of Swords. That's the Death card to me. So I'm going to go across here and say for damn sure he's not going to win this election. He'll be lucky if he lives to this election. I wonder if he's going to get COVID. It looks like he's going to get sick, bad hurt. Something's going to happen to him. And Biden's right there, so it could just be him losing the election. But I don't think he would get the Death card, the 4 of Swords, and the Death card and the 10 of Swords, just because he was going to lose an election. I think there's more to this, and maybe that's why Ivanka's in there. Something's going on here, really heavy and not good. And this is for Trump, thank God, because the cards haven't been coming out like this, really. Well, I haven't read on Trump for almost a month. But anyway, so that's not good. And this is Biden coming through. And this could be why all the people are bickering, because their plan falls through. So it looks to me, from these cards here, like I said, if this was somebody I loved, I'd be afraid to let him out of my sight. With the 4 of Swords, the Death card, and the 10 of Swords, all in the same deal when it's directly on one person. So, we never want to wish bad on anybody, but let's just hope that these cards are all true. Let's just hope he doesn't get away with this soulless plan of his from this soulless person. And anyway, I love you all, and I gotta go. I got a reading to do for somebody else here in about 5 minutes, and I want to thank everybody. And if anybody'd like a personal reading, it's LYNNTAROTREADINGS@gmail.com. LYNNTAROTREADINGS@gmail.com. And our Lynn Tarot readings. I always say tarot because that way that's how it's spelled, so people can find me. And the readings has to have an S on it. And I just love doing these readings, and so please get a hold of me if you're interested, and I'll get you set up. Everybody that's called this week, I've got them right in. It just worked perfectly for some reason. And maybe this my angels are smiling down on me, like all you guys are my angels. I want to thank you for your generosity and for watching, and bless you all. And take a deep breath, wear a mask, know that this too will turn out all right. And this earth is a big school, and we're all learning our lesson. And maybe here in the United States, it's to start paying more attention and realizing that politics only works if people participate in it. Night, everybody, and I love you to pieces. Namaste.